What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to get started in a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. All right, what's going on, y'all? Had a great Wednesday yesterday. We're going to go over how we did yesterday in a second. But first, we got some news about to pop off. And there's a few setups we can possibly get into. Mark this off really quick. What's going on, y'all? Mark that off. I'm gonna have to add another zone, it looks like. We got some Euro news about to pop off, though. I need to add another zone on US30. So I'll probably do that in a second. I need to add one for SPX also. So let me do that. That kind of works out. All right. So we're going to be watching EA. We're going to be watching the GA just hit this level. Going to be watching GA as well. So if GA and EA break this level, we can possibly see the reversal happen with these pairs if this level gets broken. It's holding this level as support though. So we're going to see what the London Open looks like. But I can see possible sells and reverses happening. So I'm just waiting to see if it can hold this level. Because obviously we've been going for buys. But we've been stuck in this zone. We haven't made no new highs. So we're kind of creating a level of traffic. So we're going to break out. We're either going to break out this way or we're going to break out this way. So we're just waiting to see what it's going to do. But GA is holding the level. But we're not going to jump the gun too early on it. That's doing a retracement. Yeah, so I'm just looking at these pairs really quick to see what we can possibly get into right now. Yeah, so there's only a few pairs that are at key price levels. So we're just going to be patiently waiting. So if gold can stay underneath this level, we can look for possible sells. So we're going to be paying attention to gold. We're going to be paying attention to EA. Because if it breaks this level, we can see possible sells. So that's why I'm really waiting to see what happens. I'm waiting to see if it's going to hold this daily level or not. So while we're waiting on this, I'm going to update my levels on SPX and US30. What's going on, y'all? All right, so let me do US30 really quick. We have not entered anything yet. Me and members took a trade last night, but we haven't entered anything on stream yet. Right now, we're just patiently waiting. We caught some huge buys on NAS and SPX yesterday. I'm still holding some positions on some accounts, and they started pushing up last night too, about a couple hours ago. So we're still holding those. Well, I'm still holding those. Just marking off the next level really quick. Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to mark that off right there. So right now we're just waiting to see if EA can hold this level or not, because we can see a possible reversal because we failed to make a new high in literally 7 days. So just waiting to see if it can hold this level or not. And then while we're doing that, I'm on my other screen looking at some other pairs and adding and updating some of these price levels. But yeah, and we're going to go over how we did yesterday and this week so far in a second. But we're just patiently waiting right now. That looks decent right there. SPX. So it's breaking that level, but we're not entering yet. We want to wait at least for the 5 minute, ideally the 15 minute to close. So yeah, we're just patiently waiting. Then I'm adding some levels on the indices really quick on my other screen. But we're only looking at a few pairs right now. We're watching EA. We're watching gold. Watching EA, we're watching gold. Then we're looking at NJ, AJ. GA is rejecting too. So let's remove this for now. But those are the pairs we're looking at right now. We're just looking at those 3 pairs right now. It looks like the JPY pairs are retracing some, which is no issue. I'm just going to hit this level. So if we can break below this level, we'll go for a sell. Let me mark this off. Yeah, so we got a few setups that we could possibly jump into this next candlestick. We're just patiently waiting. So I'm about to write some of these up in a second, though. Not a crazy stop loss. I don't think I need to put it that high. The stop loss not going to be too crazy. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. I'm going to at least wait for this 15 to close. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just patiently waiting. All right, bam. All right, so I do like how I just broke through that level, though. Here's 155. 155. Yeah, I like this right here. I want to wait for the retest, though. But that thing's ripping pretty hard. So I'm gonna wait for the retest. Then we're gonna enter off the retest because I don't really like to enter off touch and goes. Let's fix this right here. This was from yesterday's stream. So let me go ahead and fix this. I need to add a level. Yeah, so we might be going for sales on EA and GA. We're about to figure that out in just a second. I'm going to turn this orange. What's going on, y'all? So is Zero News supposed to be going off right now, if I'm not mistaken? Let me see. Because there wasn't really any news yesterday. It's German prelim CPI all day. The Spanish CPI just popped off. And then at 8:30, we got the final GDP popping off. And then we got unemployment claims. So today's news might be very interesting. Because of what yesterday did, I am going to be aiming for buys. Just because of what yesterday did. But we're going to look at see what price is doing, of course, right now. But we did catch huge buys on SPX and NAS yesterday. Caught both of those on stream, live on yesterday's stream. And at 12 o'clock, we got CHF news. We got a governor board member speaking. And then at 3:45, we got Treasury right before market closes. So keep an eye on your charts. You might try to take some of your money back before market close. Then right before 8 o'clock, we got the CPI for the JPY. And yeah, so it's going to be very interesting. And Friday, of course, 5 a.m., we got CPI for the euro. Then 8:30, we got Canadian and USD news. 9:45, we got the PMI, 10 a.m. So we got a lot of USD news tomorrow at 10 p.m. as well. But that don't really matter because market's going to be closed at 10 p.m. So that meeting won't really matter. Yeah, and then some more daylight savings is still popping off, which is interesting. Because the one in America was like, I want to say the beginning of this month or the beginning of February. I know like a week or two ago. I think it was like what the UK. But yeah, so we're looking for gold. We're looking at gold sales, EA sales, and then possibly GA sales as well. EA did break the level, so we're just waiting on a retest on the 15. That's what I like to see. I like to see the next candlestick retest this level, and then we can enter off the retest. So that's what we're going to be looking for there. And then we can possibly see EN sales as well. Went for a buy last night during Tokyo session. We hit like TP3 or TP2. But as you can see here, took out the highs to the left, rejected that level, then down to the downside. So if price could have stayed above that daily level, we could have saw a new high be made, but it rejected that level, kind of like how EA is rejecting that level. So we can possibly see a reversal or sell coming in. So that's why we're going for a sell if price can stay underneath this level. So we're going to be looking at Euro New Zealand sales, Euro AUD sales, possible GA sales, but GA is still holding this daily level. So we're not going to jump the gun on that yet. And then I want to look for JPY pair buys. I want to look at AJ actually just retested this level. So we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. But I like AJ and NJ. EJ and GJ. EJ just hit this level too. They just tapped that level. All right. Yeah, so we're going to see some possible buy setups in the JPY pairs as well. We got huge buys, me and the members. We caught a buy on live yesterday as well. But we're going to go over how we did yesterday in a second. But if you want a sneak peek or a preview before I break it down, go ahead and click that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. Everything is documented in real time. Let's go back to GBPJPY. Let's delete this. GBPJPY is at a decent buy entry as well. So we're going to pay attention to GBPJPY also. We haven't traded GBPJPY in a minute. It's a decent stop loss. Yeah, so we like GBPJPY too. That thing's pumping pretty nicely. Gold's still rejecting that level. So yeah, we got a new 15 about to start in about 2 minutes. So we're going to be waiting for this 15. But we see NAS and SPX are still pumping up nicely. So I'm thinking about adding some positions. Not right here. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I'm going to wait for the next level to be hit here. I already have a couple positions in on this. All right. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at these pairs right here. So I'm going to go ahead and write these up. I'm going to go ahead and post a disclaimer in the free Telegram too. Go ahead and get that sent. That way when things start to get popping off, everybody would have a chance to already read that. All right, so make sure to read the disclaimer. It's a small little paragraph, but every sentence is important. Some stuff you might know already, some stuff you might not, but just make sure to read that. But yeah, so I'm about to write some of these trade ideas up. We have not entered any of these setups yet. These are just trade ideas. 6190. Entry SL. Swaggy. Alright. Yes, I'm just writing these up right now. Let me see. Yes, we're paying attention to EA, EN, gold, and then possibly the JPY pairs. Our new 15 just started. I didn't do the retest I was looking for. Still valid though, but the JPY pairs are looking nice. Damn, that was a huge rejection on that level. P272. Which is not a terrible position. Yeah, I can reject a little more than I wanted it to, but that does happen sometimes. Let's go to EN also. Let's not forget about that one. All right, so that's doing a retest. All right, so let's do a retest also. My bad, I'm quiet, y'all. I'm over here looking at literally looking at like 3 pairs right now. So when quiet, that's because I'm just locked in trying to pay attention really quick. Yeah, those things rejected harshly. Would have been a nice entry. I don't go off touch and goes. So we're just gonna wait for price to break above this level here. Was retracing back down, so we're gonna keep an eye on it. I like EN too. So yeah, EN and EA are retracing up. Doing the retest I was looking for. JPY pairs are retracing back down, which is interesting. Still gonna be looking for buys on the JPY pairs though. Alright, so we're gonna keep an eye on these two right here. So I got gold on my other screen and I'm watching EA right here. I should pull up UJ also. I forgot to pull that up. Yeah, so we're just watching these pairs right here. Let me catch up to these comments. Hey, what's going on, Sparky? I see you in here. How you doing, man? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's flip back to EN. All right. Yeah, so we're keeping an eye on those still. JPY pairs are retracing. J still holding that level. Yeah, so we're just going to be keeping an eye on these two pairs here. I got gold on my other screen. Gold's rejecting. So I kind of like gold right here for a sell. Kind of like gold here for a sell. It's been dropping nicely. Treating this level as a resistance. It's failed to make new highs. So I do like this for a sell. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. So we're watching these pairs here. But yeah, so I'm looking at EN, I'm looking at EA right now, and I'm looking at gold. I like gold. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like gold. Yeah, I'm gonna enter gold. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter gold. Stop loss for this, I'm looking at like 1978, so about 1,000 pip stop loss. Of course, make sure if you haven't read the disclaimer to read the disclaimer, but you should not be going all in on this trade. I recommend only risking 1 to 5% per trade. Mm-hmm. All right, so I just posted the TPs. Yeah, so we can hold this level as resistance. We can see possible sells like we've been seeing yesterday. We missed the sell entry on yesterday, and then literally it did a retest. I want to say during New York. missed that entry as well. Then retraced after hit this level. So we're going to stay underneath this level and treat it as resistance. I want to see possible sells and see if we can hit this level like we were on, I think this was Monday, if I'm not mistaken. No, Tuesday. Yeah, so that's why I'm looking for a sell here. I'm going to go ahead and visually mark off the first TP, but all the TPs are in the first link in the description in that free Telegram. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, I'm in this trade right now. So we're going to let this trade run and do its thing. And now let's go back to EN and EA. It looks like these are rejecting that level. So yeah, we might be entering these momentarily as well. Not pulling the trigger on them just yet. Not pulling the trigger on them just yet. Still need the confirmations to be met. Yeah, so we're only in gold right now. Well, we only enter gold right now. So while that's doing this thing, let me move this over. Yeah. So while that's doing this thing, we're going to keep an eye on EN and EA, of course, still. So I'm going to switch Euro AD onto my other screen since we didn't enter that one yet. Still doing a retest. All right, this is why we didn't enter off the touch and go, because if we would have entered right here, we'd be in drawdown and we'd have a smaller risk to reward. With a smaller risk to reward, that means less pips you're catching and all that good stuff. It's doing exactly what I wanted to see it do. So the trade's still not invalid yet. But I'm not entering it yet because all my rules and confirmations have not been met yet. So we're just going to hold off for the time being. Yeah, it looks like JPY pairs are retracing down some, which is fine. Yeah, so we're going to keep it on gold. We want to see if gold can break these levels that got created yesterday and go from there. So yeah, we're just in gold right now. But this is how we did yesterday. So we took 5 trades yesterday. 2 of those trades were taken during Tokyo session, strictly for the members, and then the other 3 trades we entered on yesterday's live. So, and then 2 of the trades we took, we also held 2 other trades over from, what's today, Thursday, from Tuesday. So Euro AED, we entered this on Tuesday's live. The final TB didn't get hit till yesterday's live. All TBs hit, we caught 92 pips. Euro JPY, all TBs hit, we caught 234 pips. GP New Zealand, all TBs hit, caught 42 pips. The GBPJPY, so GN and GJ was called during Tokyo session yesterday. GBPJPY, all TPs hit, we caught 175 pips. Then CJ, we entered and called on yesterday's live. All TPs hit, we caught 125 pips. SPX, we entered on yesterday's live. All TPs hit, we got 3,100 pips. And then NAS, we also entered on yesterday's live. All TPs hit, we caught 15,500 pips for a total of 19,268 pips. 15,951 of those pips were strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Ending the day 5-0. We're 11-0 for the week so far. Well, 12-0 because we took a trade last night, me and the members. But definitely a great week so far. Got literally just today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the quarter, last day of the month. And yeah, it's been a great quarter so far. Great start to the year. So we're still paying attention to these pairs. New 5-minute did just start. Got about 4 minutes to the next 15. GA is still holding this level as support. So that might be why EA is struggling a little bit. But nonetheless, my trading idea hasn't changed yet for EN and EA. The JPY pairs are still doing some retracements, which isn't an issue. Mhm. Yeah, especially because again yesterday price just went crazy. We caught majority of the moves on the JPY pair. Whoops, almost dropped my phone. But yeah, still looking for buys on this. So this was the CJ move that we called it into yesterday's live. Nice 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk reward. This was the SPX setup. It's still floating up. I'm still holding this on one of my accounts. That thing is pumping up still. So we're up way more than 3,000 pips. We're up like about 4,000 now. But this thing's at a 1 to 2 risk reward, almost 1 to 3. But yeah, SPX and NAS is still pumping up. This right here is at a 1 to 3 risk reward. Well, it's at a 1 to 2. If it does the full move I'm looking for, excuse me, if it does the full move I'm looking for, it's going to be a 1 to 3. But yeah, those things are still pumping up. And then gold's trying. We were a couple hundred pips away from the first TP. 30 didn't do a retest. That thing's still flying up. Yeah, so the indices are pumping. This didn't do the retest I was looking for. Clicked on it a little too late because it broke this level here. This was the retest candle. So we clicked on a candlestick too late, but it's all good. I'm not tripping too much about that because we got SPX and NAS about to hit these next levels. And if we can break above these next levels, we could look for possible entries. Again, we do got news today for the pairs. So that can kind of stop the momentum. But I am going for buys right now. I am looking for buys. I wouldn't really look for sells. I'll say when I would look for sells in a second. Yeah, but SPX and NAS are going crazy right now. So I don't know if anyone's still holding. Because when it hit the final TP, it did do a retracement a little bit. But after that retracement, it did a nice pump, then broke through that level. But yeah, these things are going crazy right now. We didn't enter US30. We could have did that as well. But yeah, these things are going crazy right now. We entered right at the beginning of the reversal. And again, this is what we're kind of anticipating for a while. I've been talking about this for a while. And again, we could anticipate this strictly just looking at the candle structure. Like we see all these rejection wicks. This is showing you that price is literally, what I call them rejection wicks, rejecting this downside. Failed many times for like 2 weeks or really a whole month almost, because this was March 10th. So really almost this entire month it struggled to make a new low. Just struggled, rejecting, hit this level, tried it one more time. This was the sign of the reversal. Boom. Now we see price about to reverse and push to the upside. All right, candlesticks. No candlesticks are random. Every candlestick is giving you like hints on what's going on or what's trying to go on. Speaking of what's going on, we just hit TP1 on gold. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. So we're up about 100 pips right now. Y'all should be blue on your screen. 1966. Yeah, new 15 just started. So let's look at, yeah, those things are flying up. So CJ, let's look at CJ. CJ's probably flying up as well. No, it's not, which is interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so these pairs are rejecting the level so far. Still going to keep an eye on them. GA looks like it's trying to drop down as well. So yeah, we're going to be watching GA and EA still. Yeah, so we're watching GA and EA still. I got EA on my other screen. Yeah, so we're looking for JPY pair buys still. So I'm going to look for a GJ buy. CJ's at a good entry. The other pairs are not though. Well, NJ's at a good entry as well. Yeah, so there's a few pairs that we can possibly jump into soon. These things are still pushing up. Yeah, so there's a few other setups we can jump into possibly. Let me fix the stop loss. Yeah, so let me write these up too. Haven't entered these yet. We're gonna write these up just in case we do enter them. Still looking at the other pairs, but waiting for the confirmations to be met. Yeah, I just want to write these up. New 5-minute did just start. Yeah, so I like these right here. These are pushing up. Yeah, so just waiting on a couple of these other pairs, but the JPY pairs are pushing. So yeah, we're gonna be looking for buys. So we're gonna be waiting for GJ to break above this daily level, and we're waiting for EJ to break above this daily level. But NJ is almost at a decent entry, and then CJ as well. Yeah, but I would really ideally like to enter off the daily levels, but I'm not against at least CJ and NJ, the levels they're at right here. But we're just gonna keep an eye on those. Because again, there's a bunch of opportunities. We don't need to jump into everyone. We're just looking for the cleanest looking setups. Yeah, so we're just chilling in this. This is doing a retest, but I still see this dropping down. It's just reacting to these levels of traffic here. I still see this dropping down. Again, if it can stay underneath this daily level, we can see sales. It's failed to make any new highs, which is why we're going for sales. So yeah, we're going to see what this does. But yeah, everything else is just not an entry for us yet. So we're just patiently waiting for price to come to our entry points. Yeah, but as we can see here, GA is rejecting that level still, and so is EA. Because it is still bullish. Like I said, if it breaks that level, then we can see possible sells. So we see the new high being made here. And we see price reject this level. It's holding this level as support. So as long as it can hold this level, we can possibly see some buys, but the momentum is weakening to the upside slightly, but it's still technically bullish. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for EJ and GJ to break above those levels there. Kind of like CJ right here, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this thing shot up because from where market closed around like 40.30 on SPX. So this thing shot up another 1,000 pips. You see it's still pumping. Yeah, so the screens are nice and blue right now. So yeah, if it can break above this level, we're gonna look for another entry. Yeah, so we're gonna break that level, we're gonna look for another entry. We're gonna go ahead and let the members know that we just hit the top of the zone. Mm-hmm. SPX just hit the top of the zone. Yeah, so this was a crazy play right here. Yeah, so we can break that level. We're gonna look for another buy position on that. Let's see what US30 is at. US30 just hit the top of the zone. Yeah, so we're gonna be looking at. Now, granted, it could do a retracement too, so I'm not against a retracement because I'll just give us more pips to catch. So I wouldn't be against a retracement off this level than a buy here. But if price breaks above this level and you treat that support, then we can look for a buy there. Then the same thing with SPX. I'm not against retracement than a buy. That's ideally what I'd like to see anyways. Man, that's most likely what we'll see also. But it can also pierce that level and continue to pump up. But it's London session, so I'm kind of leaning towards a rejection and retracement. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Yeah, so GA is rejecting that level, and so is EA. So bullish momentum still in place. Again, like I said, I was just looking for a sell because if it did break that level, then we could see possible sells, and it could still very much do so later on or going into New York. But it is holding this level. So this might so this just might be a level of traffic being created right here. But it's definitely struggling to break above 6250. It's definitely struggling to break and stay above 6250. So it can break above and stay above this. You can definitely see the momentum continue. But we're just going to have to wait and see. But it did just break back above the daily level. So, yeah, I'm still keep this right here. Just going to move it over to the left. And I'm just going to watch and see how price reacts because it did just break back above this level. So we're going to see if it's going to reject or we're going to break above here. And then see if we can go for possible buys for like the 5th time at this level. But we'll see. You're in New Zealand's doing a similar thing. We went for a buy. Went over that at the beginning of the stream. Me and the members went for a buy last night. Price is bullish, but kind of like EA. Looks kind of like EA, but price is bullish. Technically. But same thing, it's rejecting this level above it. It's failed to close and stay above it. Just like how EA failed to close and stay above the level above of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can see possible buys on those still. Mm-hmm. New 15 just started. I was like, I know a new 15 just started. So off root, we see it touch the zone, rejected a little bit. So we're going to see if it's going to retrace or it's going to try to break through that level first. Again, not in a rush to enter any trades. It's Thursday. We're already up for the week. Not any rush to enter any trades. So just patiently waiting for confirmations to be met and then going from there. So your AUD did break a back above that level. Let's look at EN as well. So EN turned red. The EA is green again. GA is green as well. Yeah, so it's kind of stuck in this box right here. So I'm not against just watching these pairs to see how they react. So I'm leaning towards JPY pairs anyways. I kind of like getting to some JPY pairs. Just patiently waiting on those. Yes, just patiently waiting on those. They're kind of getting close, but they're not where I want them yet. The Euro New Zealand, still watching this pair. They reject the 4-hour level, but it can still push back down. But we see the rejection right here. I kind of want to see a harsher rejection. I want to see price come back down here. But that's just me just wanting a perfect setup. That doesn't mean we're going to get it. So looking at the news really quick. Got news at 8:30. Then we got news at 10:30. We got gold going for around 2. Yeah, so we're just chilling right now. We're just in this one trade right now. Just in this one trade right now. Mm-hmm. All right, these two pushing up. These are almost where we want them. Again, we could have possibly entered off this, but I don't like entering off of touch and goes. So that's the main reason why we didn't mess with that. There's really no other reason. It's just me sticking to my rules. But EA is broken back above that level. So we could see possible buys here for the 5th time. It's just been stuck in this box. So we're kind of like where we were at with the JPY pairs last week, or even Monday this week, and even the indices yesterday until price broke out of that level. We kind of just been stuck in this box here. So eventually we're going to break out of this box. We're either going to break out and stay on the upside, or we're going to break out and stay underneath on the downside. Either way, though, we got to break out of this box. I kind of want to see that happen today, if not tomorrow, the latest. I definitely want to see a break out of this before next week. That's what I want to see. Yes, we see these retracing. Yeah, so EA is pushing back up. So we can see possible buys on this again, which I'm not against. Definitely not against that. I kind of want to trade the JPY pairs. Yeah, GA's pushing up as well. Yeah, so this is possibly another buy setup on EA. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's going to be the game plan for today. Now let's look at the indices just one more time. Like I said, I'm looking for buys. I'm not really going to be looking for sells for a little while. Like we see a nice little pivot here. Clearly, nice little rejection off this level. Gonna push up. So we got a new high being made. So we're back in the bullish momentum. So I really wouldn't look for a sell unless price breaks below like 12,540, 12,545. I wouldn't really look for sells on NAS until then. SPX, same thing. Caught majority of this daily candlestick. We caught all of today's daily candlestick, obviously. The same thing, I really wouldn't look for sells unless price breaks back below like 39.95, 39.90, to be honest. But yeah, I'd like to see a retracement before the big push. But that's just so that would give us a easier time in the trade. But the retracements are kind of knocked out already. But it doesn't mean it has to do that. Yeah, so JPY pairs are pushing. Yeah, so this looks like literally, it looks like another setup for EA buys. It's going to be the exact same. So whoever did it, okay, y'all are hilarious. You're probably the same person that did that with the CJ buy yesterday. I'm just going to assume you're new at trading because anyone that's been trading for a while wouldn't do that. But I'm also going to assume that you didn't read the disclaimer, or you read the disclaimer and you just, I don't know. But if you read the disclaimer, it makes things very clear. Use proper risk, don't over leverage. Every trade's not guaranteed to go all the way to the final TPR in their favor. Then the next paragraph, and I'm literally reading, again, first link in the description, but I'm literally reading word for word what this disclaimer is. And it's the same disclaimer I post every day before I post the first trade. Every trade I post is one I personally entered. Let me put it up on the big screen for y'all. All right, so this is yesterday, right? This is yesterday. Right before yesterday's first trade, what I do, I posted this disclaimer, right? And if we scroll up, this is how we did on Wednesday. We went 3-0 Wednesday. Right before this trade, same thing. 317, 330 was the first trade. And then we scroll down to today, same thing. 313, I posted a disclaimer. First trade was posted at 320. All right. Before entering any trade, do your own chart analysis. Stick to your trading goal. Don't get greedy. Once this blue is on you, profit is never yours until you move SL on profit or close the trade. When a TP is hit, it will either reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. So when TP1 got hit on gold, what happened? It rejected that level and retraced. Okay. So the thumbs down is gone, but someone put a thumbs down there. And I don't really care about the negative reactions because, again, this is how we did yesterday. We went 5-0, right? This is how we did last week. Well, no, that's not how we did last week. I got to keep scrolling to show you how we did last week. Scroll. Here we go. This is how we did last week. We went 15-1 last week. Caught 13,294 pips. The week before that, we went 14-2, 87% win rate. Went caught 18,642 pips. The week before that, went 17-1, caught 59,000 pips. The week before that, went 13-1, caught 1,633 pips. The week before that, went 12-1, caught 16,893 pips. The week before that, went 15-0, caught 11,427 pips. The week before that, went 16-2, caught 12,400 pips. The week before that, went 14-4, caught 35,152 pips. The week before that, went 23-2, caught 60,000 pips. This is all first link in the description, free Telegram. The week before that, did I pass the week? Did I scroll too fast? Where's the recap? Okay, the week before that. Well, no, that's not the week before that. I messed up somewhere, so we're just going to keep scrolling until we hit the next week. So this is just the day. We're almost there. Went 1-0 that day. Okay, went 20-0 this week, 64,000 pips. And this is how we done this quarter. This is went from March, February. We're literally just scrolling up. You can look at all this stuff yourself. First link description. And this week went 18-0, lost 0 trades, caught 104,000 pips just 1 week. Again, you just click here. Everything's documented real time. So I'm doing this just to show y'all that in the long term, in the long run, we win more trades than we lose. All right. And trading is a long-term game. All right. And again, we hit TP1 and then you put a thumbs down because we were in drawdown. Stop loss didn't get hit yet. We're about to hit TP2. So you're back blue. And this isn't me attacking you, but somebody's got to tell you, all right? Because if nobody tells you, you might become one of the higher percentage of traders that gets discouraged and gives up. So that's why I'm stressing this so much. No strategy is 100%. And again, what did I post in the disclaimer? Risk 1 to 5% of your account. If you're literally risking 1 to 5% of your account, nobody should be emotional or upset about drawdown or even if a loss happens. Why? Because you will make it back literally your next winning trade if you're risking 1 to 5% consistently with each trade you take. And did we hit it? We barely, I think we hit it. I'm gonna count it. So TP2 just got hit. But like I said, that thing disappeared real quick once we went back down in profit. And another thing is, this is what I say. This is what I'm gonna say. This is how I look at things. I just find it like, this is what I'm saying. Just keep the same energy, right? If you're gonna leave a negative reaction when a trade is a winning trade, put a thumbs up too. All right. Don't be one of those people that waits until I lose a trade to come out of your den and put some reactions. Because I just find it funny how I just showed y'all we consistently win more trades at the end of the week than we lose. But it's like, this don't count. This don't count. This that's people just reacting to the exclusive trades during Tokyo session. That doesn't count. I'm talking about like losing trades, right? And again, it doesn't bother me too much because I don't really care because I'm risking what I'm supposed to be risking. And at the end of the week, I'm up. I'm up right now this week. So I personally don't care. All right. But at the same time, me seeing you post to react that way is telling me something. And the reason why I started a playbook is to try to help people. All right. So that's why I'm saying it, because somebody's got to tell you. All right. Because nobody tells you. You're just going to keep on going through your trading career, getting easily frustrated, and not seeing the bigger picture. So somebody's got to tell you. All right. So don't take offense. Don't feel some type of way about it. It's just the reality of trading. All right. And again, if nobody tells you, you're just going to struggle a lot more than you need to with trading, because emotions and your mindset plays the biggest part when it comes to trading. Plays the biggest part. You can have a great strategy, right? You can even risk what you're supposed to be risking. But if you don't have a good mindset, you don't have control of your emotions, or you're not able to stay cool, calm, and collected in a trade, you're going to struggle. And that's just facts. You're going to struggle. It's not impossible because I was still trading under those conditions. But I'm telling you now, when I started to stay more cool, calm, and collected and all that good stuff, trading became a lot easier for me. And that's just a fact. So yeah, EA is still holding this level. I'm still kind of want to hold off on buys. So I might just hold off on buys. It could still do the move though, but I don't know. I kind of just want to stay out of that. And plus the JPY pairs are where I want them. So we're going to focus on the JPY pairs. Yeah, so we're going to pay attention to EJ and GJ. These probably started pushing up too. Yeah. But I want to mess and focus on EJ and GJ. So that's what we're going to pay attention to right here. And we're going to target this whole pivot right here. Then I'm going to put the stop loss. right here. And the reason why I felt the need to even speak on that is because, again, I've struggled with trading a lot, so I know how it goes. And I've seen a lot of people that didn't start the same time as me. They might have started before or after, but they're not doing it anymore. Even when, I figured this strategy out, I'd hit some people up that I personally know or I knew in the trading field, and I'd be like, hey, yo, like, I figured it out. Like, I got a good strategy, I try to, show them the stuff. But again, it comes down to mindset. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. If you don't have the proper mindset, you don't have the discipline, you don't have the risk management in place, you're just going to struggle. And that's a fact. And trading does not need to be complicated. It's a lot simpler than people think. And that's why I started these live streams and stuff too. Not just to show people in real time, because if we do this stuff in real time, there's not a lot of people can say, but also just to show y'all like literally how simple trading can be. Like every day when I start the stream, I literally wake up at like 2:30, 2:40. It's 4:00 a.m. my time, so London session starts at 3 a.m. my time. So yeah, so I literally wake up like 30 minutes, 20 minutes before London session starts. Do a quick analysis of the charts before the stream to know what pairs I'm gonna be looking at. I start the stream, and then literally like 30 minutes to an hour after the stream, we enter trades, and then we make money. Obviously, some days it's slower than other days, but it's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. All you have to do is just know how to read the charts, know how to read the candlesticks, know how to identify the trend. Once you know how to do all that stuff, then you need to know how to count pips. All right. How to count pips. A lot of people don't know how to count pips. You need to know how to count pips. You don't know how to count pips. I have a video on my channel going over how to count pips, currency pairs, gold, indices, as well as how to calculate those on prop firm funded accounts as well. Because if you don't know, the currency pairs, you count them the same, but like the indices are a little off on at least the funded accounts I've used. And I've used a few, and most of them, if not all, were pretty much the same. Just different rules, but just different rules, different what you call it, interfaces, software, but pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so I like these right here. So I'm gonna write these up. Again, we could have entered here, but it literally did a touch and go. I think this was all in literally 5 minutes. Yeah, so that thing touched and then took off. So on the 5 minute, it looks perfect, but those that was on the stream, it happened a lot quicker. So if we can hold above this level, we're gonna look for buys on EJ and GJ. That's pretty much it. AD pairs we're gonna leave alone because we can see possible reversal still happening here. So we're gonna leave those alone. We're gonna leave those alone. Gold is still trying. It's just got, like I said at the beginning of the stream before we enter the trade, the main goal first is to, well, let me put it on the screen so y'all can see. The main goal first is to break these levels to the left that got created yesterday. If we can break these levels to the left, we can rip to the downside. And obviously gold has the most volume during New York session for the most part. But you can still catch some moves during Tokyo and London session like we have in the past. So that's what we're doing right there. Let's go back to the indices really quick. Yeah, so they did a slight rejection off that level. Looks like they're going to try to push up. But either way, I'm still looking for buys. Whether it would be up here or down here, I'll still be looking for buys. So my bias doesn't change for the indices. So yeah, let me write these up. So I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. Probably another candlestick or so. So I'm going to pay attention to these pairs right here. These JPY pairs. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, so let me go ahead and write these up. So if I'm quiet, those that have been here for a while, at least a week, maybe 2 days, y'all already know I can't type and talk. It's just not going to turn out well. I'm getting a little bit better though, but I'm trying to do it quick. It ain't going to work out that well. So SL for this, not going to do nothing crazy. Just going to do a tight stop loss. Doesn't need to be too big. Doesn't need to be too big. So we're going to say 143.50. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be looking at EJ and GJ. That's what we're going to be looking at. $63.25. Yeah, but we're only in one trade right now. Those that just joined, we're only in one trade right now. We are looking at EJ and GJ buys. We have not entered that yet. We're just in gold. We hit TP2. I would not recommend entering. It's not our entry. But we're at TP2. We are blue on this trade here. And we're looking at EJ and GJ buys. And that's pretty much it. Possible EA buys. But I'm going to leave that alone for the day. I'd rather mess with the JPY pairs. So that's what we're going to do. So that's what we're in right now. But we hit TP2 so far. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Telegram. That way you're notified, just in case you can't make the streams, but we stream every day. London session 3 a.m. EST. All right. So make sure to hit that sub and bell button. Also, go ahead and click that profile. All right. The blue profile picture. It says PB, but it's not for peanut butter. Go ahead and click that profile. Go to videos and then just go to scrolling, and you're going to see that we do a lot more than live trade here. Literally got a video for everything. If I don't got a video for it yet, it's just because I simply have not dropped it yet. But we got trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading psychology videos, multiple funded account tips. Literally dropped my trading strategy on there. Not just my trading strategy, but my trading plan. How I compound my accounts, how I grow my accounts, multiple different strategies, how to pass funded accounts, how to trade news, how to count pips. Speaking of which, I was supposed to drop that in the comments before I got sidetracked on one of that little tangent rant, whatever y'all want to call it. So let me go ahead and drop that video for y'all. All right, it's literally titled, I think, how to count pips or something like that. Let me find it first. Just gotta get to scrolling. If I can find it. I know I dropped it a while ago. Here it is. All right, so I'm about to drop it in the comments right now. So make sure to check this out after the stream. Now, Sparky, no, trust me, bro. I'm not bothered by it. Like I said, I just felt the need to say it because I see it and I see the patterns, and off rip, I can already tell what that person's thinking just off of that. So that's why I was like, somebody's got to say it, because if nobody says it, that person, I might have helped that person out. I might have stopped that person from getting mad today and over trading, over leveraging, chasing the trade, or maybe even giving up on Forex. So that's why I felt the need to say it. Trust me, I don't care, bro. Because like I said, like I scrolled, but we win more trades than we lose. And I do that, do be supporting, posting the reaction, stuff like that. That's not aimed towards y'all, obviously. But again, those that have been here, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Like there was one day we literally went undefeated a week, and then I called like a GBPJPY. It hit stop loss. All the haters wanted to come out the woodworks, but were silent after that week beforehand. We literally went undefeated. So, I just find it hilarious. I'm not going to take people like that seriously. But again, I can understand where they're probably coming from or their mindset, which is why, I said what I said. Because I'm like, if nobody tells them that, I probably save them from messing their account up. Who knows? Because, when your emotions are high, you will do a lot of dumb stuff that you'll regret later when you calm down. So, I ain't letting it bother me like that, but that's why I felt the need to say it. But this thing decided to shoot up hard, literally right before the new candlestick, which is kind of annoying. But it is 4 o'clock, so it makes sense why the volume's pumping like that. All right. Everything's retracing, so this is what we're about to do. Give me 1 second. I think I posted it in there, but these candlesticks and JPY pairs are moving pretty quick right now. So this is what we're about to do. We're about to jump in on this like this. We're about to do this. And we just hit TP3 on gold, by the way. We just hit TP3 on gold. All right, so we see that retracement going on. Let me go ahead and let y'all know we just hit TP3. Wait, no. Scratch that. Oh, yeah, we did hit TP3. Okay. TP3 hit. Give me 1 second. Make sure that like button, y'all. Make sure that like button. By the way, 500 subscriber giveaway coming soon. I'm going to post the details again. Give me 1 second. TP3 hit. Bam. I'm going to post the details of that again today. But you scroll to, I believe, if you scroll to, I believe the 25th, I posted the details on there. So if we scroll to the 25th, pretty sure it's the 25th. If I'm not mistaken. And obviously it's easier to scroll on the phone. It's super annoying to scroll through Telegram on the computer, especially when I post as much as I post in this channel. But if you scroll to the 25th, you'll see the details of the giveaway. All right, it's very simple. The first 3 winners are going to be members only, but the 4th and 5th winner is open for everybody. All right, so you don't have to be a member or a student to participate or win. All right, we're giving away courses, giving away free access to the Advanced Play Signal Room, free one-on-one sessions, all that good stuff. And all you have to do is 3 things. You just got to be sub to the channel, and you got to be following me on Instagram and TikTok, which you should see at the bottom of your screen. All right, Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok playmaker_way, same spelling as the YouTube. All right, I post daily on both those channels, but you just have to DM me on Instagram or Telegram, showing me screenshot proof that you are subscribed and following me on Instagram and TikTok. And that's literally it. And you'll be added to the list. And then whatever the day is that the giveaway is going to be held, we're going to be live doing it. I'm going to find me a system where we can, randomly pick stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, the name in the hat type thing. And yeah, we're going to make it fun. And yeah, going to be giving away some free stuff. The course and everything is currently on sale, but who doesn't like free things, right? Looks like EA is pushing up though. Looks like the New Zealand pairs are pushing up as well. So yeah, I went for the buy last night. Right idea, just a little bit too early it seems for the entry, which does happen sometimes. But at least I know that my analysis was correct. So if it breaks back above that level, whoops. Let me go back on the daily and fix that. Shit. That looks about right. Just gonna move it down slightly. That looks about right. Yeah, so if it breaks above that level, then we'll go for a buy. So idea is still the same for that. All right, so we just broke above these levels. Just doing a nice little retest. I'm still looking for buys on these, but it is doing a nice little retest. GN is flying up as well. Well, no, this is EN, my bad. So yeah, EN breaks back above that level. I might go for a buy on that. EA, we could have went for a buy on that. There was no reason why we didn't. I just simply didn't want to enter it. That's literally it. But that's why I go through all this stuff as well. Because again, the trades I post are literally trades I am entering. I'm never going to post a trade idea or signal that I personally am not entering. So if we TPs get hit, I'm blue with y'all. If we're in drawdown, I'm in drawdown with y'all. SL gets hit. Unless, I didn't get whipped out in profit, SL is getting hit with y'all as well. I'm never just going to call stuff. I'm not going to just say some ideas and then wait for it to see if it goes my way or not and be like, oh, look, see, I called this out. So, if y'all enter this, y'all should be blue. Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Every trade I post, literally I entered. But I also will go over a bunch of pairs, whether y'all ask me in the comments for any pairs or opinions on a pair, I'll do that. Or if it's a pair I like to trade, I'm just going to give my opinion and thoughts on it regardless. But I'm never going to post a trade that I'm not in, where I didn't enter. But yeah, right now I'm just literally just looking at the charts. This is what I do. I'm just looking at the charts. But yeah, the game plan is these pairs right here, which I like right here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this right here. Yeah, we're going to do this. Yeah, so I like EJ and GJ. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna catch up to the comments in a second. I just gotta pay attention to the charts, especially when prices at key price levels, because those that know, literally it just takes 10 seconds or less for price to literally change and move. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just paying attention. And 43 TP1. Yeah, so I'm typing some stuff up. Yeah, but there's a certain number I'm paying attention to, and whatever comes first, whether we hit that number first or the new 5 or 15 pops up. Mm-hmm. 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 144. And I know you posted a few other comments, Sparky. I'm gonna read those too. I ain't just skim over those. Like I said, I read all comments. I'm just looking at these charts really quick. Paying attention to these charts really quick. I'll move this over. Yeah, I like these trades right here. Then we're gonna do this right here. So gold, I have gold on my other screen. So I had that on my other screen simply because we already entered that trade. We already talked about it. So I'm just watching it and monitoring it. And I'm flipping through the JPY pairs on this screen because these are the pairs that we're considering entering. And then members, I'm gonna go over this, of course, in like about an hour when I drop the price watch list. But yeah, it looks like we just entered that a little too early, which happens. And then we see SPX literally underneath this level here, taking a nap, which is why we identify and mark off these levels so we can trade off these levels. These levels, these just simply by putting these lines on my screen, we're able to determine where price is going to go, up or down. This price just does two things. It goes up or goes down. So these lines help us figure out where price is potentially going to go. And that's why we enter and exit off of these levels. Yeah, but these just broke above, so we're just watching the retest go down. That's what gold's looking like. So we're gonna wait till the next 15. I was looking to enter this, but it was retracing. I'm gonna let it retrace. That'll just give us a better risk to reward and more pips to catch. So while that's doing that, I'm just gonna keep it right here on this screen, and let me catch up to these comments. Yes, exactly. What's important is, well, let me make sure that's where I left off. Yeah, exactly. It's a probability, exactly, which is why I wait so long. Well, I don't want to say so long, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a while compared to some people. But that's why I wait for so many confirmations, because again, nothing is 100%. But you don't need to enter everything. Like if you're thinking, oh, it could do this or it can do that, that's not what you need to think. You need to think what it's most likely going to do. And it's kind of like chess. Like a lot of things are kind of like chess, where you have to think. Like you have to think ahead. You got to think cause and effect. You got to think probabilities. If I move this piece, if I move my knight here, then their rookie can hit me next move, or they can move their pawn and block my bishop, or they can move their queen and this can happen. And if they do that, then I can do this, or if they do that, then I need to do this, or I shouldn't do this because this could happen. So you literally have to think about all the possibilities, right? So, and I have videos talking about this, but I'm just going to talk about this while we're on stream. But I do have a bunch of videos talking about this. I think actually, matter of fact, let me find it before I even start talking about that. Because again, like I said, I have a video for everything. And if I don't have a video for it yet, I just simply haven't posted it yet. But yeah, I think I talk about this in this video here, which is literally titled 3 things you need to do before entering any trade. So add that to your list of that. So I have the how to count pips, 3 things you need to do before entering any trade. And then I have another video titled Why Risk to Reward is Important. And it goes back into this. And then I'm going to also drop 5 mistakes every Forex trader should avoid. All right, so that's enough of me flooding the comments with videos. Again, it's literally all on my channel. You just got to scroll. I literally got months and hours of content from live streams to literally just trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so I'm paying attention to these pairs right here. Yeah, I like these right here. So while we're waiting on that, let me catch up to these comments because we got a new 15 about to pop up. So we're going to wait for that 15. Yeah, so that's what the probability is. So you need to, 3 things you need to do before entering any trade. You need to identify the trend. That way you know if you're looking for buys or sells. Then once you know you're looking for buys or sells, then you need to determine where you're going to enter at, which is why we have these lines on the screen. All right. And you're interested in how to mark up these charts like this. And also, of course, learn how to trade and catch moves like we caught on. Let me fix this because that's how it's supposed to be, like this. There we go. New 15 starting. So, and this works on literally everything, obviously. All right, but you see here, this blue line, how price is treating this level as resistance, then it's treating this level as support, then the same breath, treating this level as resistance, support, and then we scroll to the left, you see the same thing happening. Then we look at this blue line, we see price treating support resistance there, and then we see literally in real time, this was all the way on March 6th. Today's the 30th, and it's treating the same level, the exact same, not a coincidence. All right, so this is why we identify and trade off these levels. So we're seeing if it can hold above this level here, and if it can, we'll go for buys. So that's why I want to wait on. I'm still going to be on the charts, but I wanted to enter this live if I could. Trade's still valid, but I'm waiting on the confirmation. So it's going to keep retracing. We're going to let it retrace. You know what I'm saying? It's going to keep retracing. We're going to let it retrace. So we got no issues there. Yeah, so we're just letting this thing do this thing and retest this level. Yeah, so again, and there's a lot of opportunities like EA. Like I said, we're gonna enter EA, but again, like I just personally didn't want to enter that. I had some other pairs that I wanted to enter that have high probability setups, which is the JPY pairs in my opinion. So that's why I chose to wait for these setups. Granted, we could have entered that still, but you don't have to enter every trade. But you want to look for the trades that have the highest probability, not just a trade that can do this, because what's the probability or percentage of price doing that? Is it 10%? Just because it's 10%, yeah, it can do that. But would you rather take a trade that's a 10% chance of going your way, or a trade that has like a 60 or 80% chance going your way? You know what I'm saying? So if you look for the trades with the highest probability setups and you mix that in with, you know, your other rules you got or trading off these levels, and then you mix that with proper risk to reward, a good risk to reward, and also proper risk management, which again goes back to risking 1 to 5% consistently every trade. Then in the long run, you'll be up. Because again, if you're risking the same percentage, everything comes down to math. So let me just break it down like this, because it'll make it a lot simpler. Because, you know, it's one thing to just say, do this, do that. But if you don't truly understand why we're saying it, you know, it can stop you from wanting to do it or even taking the suggestion seriously. Let's just say you took 3 trades, right? And the members, you already know this analogy or this example because, you know, I see it all the time in our lives. But let's say you took 3 trades, right? Let's say you lost 2 trades. Let's say, just to keep it simple, you're risking $50 per trade, just to keep it simple. All right, you took 3 trades, you're risking $50 per trade. Okay. Let's say you lost 2 trades, so you're down $100 because you know 50 plus 50 is 100. All right. Now let's say you won 1 trade, so you lost 2 and you won 1 trade. Now let's say that 1 trade you won was a 1 to 2 risk to reward. 1 to 2 risk to reward means you made 2 times what you were risking. So if you're risking $50, you made $100. So just by simply risking $50 for every single trade you took, even though you lost 2 trades, that one winner made you break even. Now, same scenario. You lost 2 trades, you won 1 trade. Now, let's say that trade you won was a 1 to 3 risk reward, which means you made 3 times what you were risking. So you're up. So you made $150. So you're down $100, and that one winning trade, now you're up $50 simply because of the risk reward and proper risk management. And that's not a fairy tale. That's very realistic and happens all the time. It's happened to me, and I'm pretty sure it's happened to my members and students. But that's why you have to consistently risk the same amount. It doesn't matter if you're trading gold, and then you know you're trading SPX, then you're trading a currency pair. It doesn't matter if the stop loss on one trade is 50 pips, stop loss on another trade is 100 pips, stop loss on another trade is 1,000 pips. It doesn't matter. You need to just simply calculate your lot size. Members, you already know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, that means you're not in the group chat. If you're not in the group chat, click the pin message, read the rules, and join the group chat. Because in the group chat, the pin video in the group chat breaks down not only all the things you need to do before entering your trade, but how to properly calculate your lot size. All right, it's like a 4-minute video breaking all that stuff down. All right, so make sure to watch that if you haven't. All right, but by simply risking the same amount, even if you're down for the day or the week, if you're risking the same amount and you're depending on your risk to rewards, you can still be up percent wise and account wise, even though win percentage wise you're down. Now we're 12-0 for the day, so 12-0 for the week so far. Last week, let me delete that because this is the trade idea. Matter of fact, we're about to enter that right now, so I guess it's okay that was posted because we're about to enter that. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, we're gonna be in this as well. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna get back to it in a second. I just got to type this stuff up really quick. Because those that know, you already know, I cannot type and talk. So just bear with me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so these are the only trades I'm gonna be entering right now. If I enter anything else, it's gonna be an indice. If I enter anything else, it's gonna be an indice. So I just posted those TPs up. Let me go ahead and mark that off. Then we're gonna get back to our little mini lesson. All right. Going back to our mini lesson. All right. So that's why risk reward is so important. That's why I post that disclaimer every day. Now, whether you choose to read that disclaimer or not, that's completely up to you. But I post that to literally help y'all out. Everything I post is to help y'all out on YouTube and in the Telegram, both the free Telegram and the advanced play signal room. All right. But I can only do so much. You have to want to help yourselves as well. All right. But literally everything comes down to numbers. Everything comes down to math. Exactly. Yeah, and there's and a lot of times, people do have to learn the hard way. But if I can help just one person avoid half the mistakes I made or save half the money I lost trying to learn on my own, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy with that. And I've already done that. So, if I can help one more person, that's awesome. But I've already helped a lot of people. But, I want to help as many people as I can. Which is why I do all this stuff. Which is why I'm so passionate about it. Like I said, I honestly do not give a fuck. Because, like I said, I've always, perceived had haters, but it's only gotten worse when I started my business. Because now it's like just random internet people. And it's crazy, man. You just see how they be acting on TikTok, bro. The people, it's gotten a little bit better because, when people say stuff, that they're just saying or they have no proof, it's easy to shut it down. But so, it's kind of chilled out. But every now and then I still get it. But in the beginning, it was real bad. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care about that stuff. I'm here to simply help people that want to be helped and help people that I can help. Well, that's why I said that too. Because like I said, like if I can help people not learn the hard way, that's what I'm here for. Because I get it. There's a lot of scammers out there. You just simply don't want to pay to learn for like a course of education. But honestly, bro, like I'm not gonna say you need it because again, I learned there's some stuff from the people that I only had realistically, technically one mentor, but even then, I just call him that because that's what he considered himself. And granted, I learned a few things from him, but most of the stuff that I apply now, I learned on my own the hard way. So, it's just like with anything, sports, learning a new instrument, working out, whatever you're doing, it's always a lot easier if you have someone that's been there before, a coach or a mentor to help you out. And it just makes the learning curve easier. Less trial and error, less mistakes, and things you're trying to figure out. If somebody's already figured that out or done that, it just helps you out even more. All right. So, that's why I started this, just to try to help people not struggle like I did with trading. Because once things started clicking, it was like literally it just like hit me. It was like at first it didn't feel real. When I started consistently winning, it didn't feel real. Like I saw the numbers on my screen, but it it didn't feel real at first because I was just consistently losing so many trades. So it ain't feel real at first. But of course, after that first week, it was still just being consistently profitable. It started to feel a lot more real. But, you know, like I said, I don't take this stuff personally. I just try to help as many people as I can. But hold that thought because I got to type a few more things up. And then we're going to get back to it. To type some stuff up for the members. Yes, I'm only going to be in these trades right now. Might enter a few other things going into New York, but it's Thursday. We're up for the week and the day already. So, overtrading is a thing. So let me type this stuff up really quick. Those just joined the stream, go ahead and click the first link, join the free Telegram, so you can see how we're doing so far today and how we've done so far this week. I'm going to do a recap in Ines Minuten, but just give me 1 second. 163. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. So we're going to type these up. All right, so we're hitting some more TPs. Let me go ahead and let the members know. Then let the free Telegram know. But yeah, so you go to the first link, you'll see the trades we're currently in. All right, please read. Don't just jump in because, again, this isn't calling nobody out. But I've had people hit me up and they enter off of a TP instead of the entry. All right, please don't just instinctively or impulsively jump in these trades. Please read before entering. All right. I make everything as organized as possible. Obviously, nothing's perfect, but I post my entry on every trade. Let me pull it back over here. I post my entry. Okay, here we go. Post my entry for every trade, as well as my SL and TPs. So do not just jump in a trade. Look at your chart, calculate your lot size, and if we're at a TP, do not enter. That's simple. I mean, if you want to go for it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it personally. I would highly suggest not to, personally. Yeah, it looks like these things are still trying to pump up. So like I said, if it breaks that level, I'll go for a buy. But it can break this level and then retrace back at the same time. So I'm not going to jump the trigger on it too early. But regardless, I'm looking for buys on the indices. Regardless. Yes, I'm looking on buys for the indices. JPY buys, obviously. We just hit TP2 on this. All right, so I'm going to catch up to the comments. Reiterate what I was saying, and then we'll go from there. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. All right. Ooh, man, I need to visit my chiropractor. That's a fact. My chiropractor. I need to hit my boy up. Because my back has been messing with me lately. No lie. Me being on the charts on every session. It's catching up to me. All right, but I'm looking for indice buys. So I'm either looking at a buy if price can, for US30, if price can stay above. Well, let me see. If price can hold and stay above 32,865 as a support, I'm looking for buys. Or if price retraces down, I'm going to look for buys around 32,640, 32,645. Okay. On the extreme side, if it comes down to 32,450, I could look for buys there as well, depending on what price looks like. But I'd rather look for buys at these two price levels. If you miss those price levels, just double tap the screen to the left a couple times and rewind. Because YouTube, you can do that on YouTube. So just rewind a little bit if you want to hear those numbers again. NAS wouldn't really look for a buy until price breaks above 12,965 and treats that as a support. Or if price retraces back down to 12,775, 12,770, then you could look for possible buys there. Speaking of buys, the JPY pairs are popping off like usual. So we just hit some TPs. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all, because this has been an excellent week. To be honest, it's been a definitely excellent week, which we kind of anticipated because those that was here last week, I talked about this last week as well. After the news, I literally was like, I want to see all this choppiness get out the way. So next week we can have a clean looking day, clean looking setups. And sure enough, that's all this week has been. It's just clean setups, which is amazing. And you got to take advantage of that because not every week's like this. As y'all know, that traded last week. Last week, we still ended the week profitable, but we didn't hit a lot of the final TPs like we usually do, or like we done this week. And it was a lot choppier, but we're making some money. So we're in EJ. Me and the members are in GJ. We just hit some TPs as well. GJ is fine. So me and the members are in GJ. I called the EJ play out in the free Telegram. Gold's still doing his thing. And yeah, so we're already 4-0 for the day already. And it's not even New York session yet. And it's literally just been 2 hours. So that's not bad at all. But let's go to SPX. So SPX, price retraces back down to 40.20. I could look for buys there, or price breaks above and stays above 40.50. I will look for buys there. Or on the extreme, we can look for buys where we entered yesterday at around 4,000. So yeah, that's the game plan there for the indices. Share 30, the price retraces back down to 15,420, or price breaks above 15,560. I'd look for buys right there. Yeah, the JPY pairs, we're in the JPY pairs already. AED pairs, we went over that. We could have entered EA. Just decided to stay out of it. No particular reason. I just decided to wait for the JPY pairs instead of the EA pairs. So that's just simply what I did. But yeah, off to a great start. Yes, let me catch back up to its comments. I'm gonna keep EJ right there. And I got the other charts on my other screen, but y'all screen should be nice and blue. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You will lose trades. There's no strategy that's 100%. All right. So that's one thing you have to understand. And I know you heard the saying like scared money don't make no money. That's very true. All right. Now, I'm not saying you got to go all in. You got to jump at everything. Well, you said scared money don't make no money. So every opportunity I see, I'm going to throw money in. No. Like I said, you want to look at the charts like y'all saw me see, like y'all saw me do at the beginning of the stream, like every stream. Like go through all the charts. And after I go through all the charts, I'm like, okay, this is what we're looking for. All right. So I got, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, like 15, 16 up, right? So y'all saw me at the beginning of the stream go through all these pairs. And after all those pairs, what did I say? I was like, all right, we want to pay attention to the JPY pairs. We're going to pay attention to EA. We're going to pay attention to gold. That's 4 things, right? 4 things out of these 16 pairs. Why? Because I have all these pairs up because it's bound to be an opportunity on one of these setups. There's bound to be an opportunity on one of these pairs. But not just that. Once I figure out all the pairs that have potential opportunities, again, keyword potential, then I'm going through the pairs to see which one has the cleanest looking setups on the bigger time frames, thus giving me the highest probability of the trade going my way. Then once I determine that, that's when I tunnel vision on those handful of trades, on this handful of pairs. All right. That's simple. That's simple. That is going to help increase your win rate percentage. All right. By simply doing that, you don't need to go for every trade. You need to simply look for the trades that have the cleanest looking setups, the cleanest looking structures on the daily and 4 hour. And that will give you the highest probability of going your way. Okay. Again, nothing is 100%, which is why we said the highest probability. All right. You got to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Preparing for the worst is putting the stop loss. Now, what I would suggest is not just saying, oh, I want to risk this amount. So, once I hit that negative, I'm closing. No, you need to put your stop loss in a strategic place where if my stop loss gets hit, I was most likely wrong. This is why I need to exit the trade. All right. And then from there, you calculate your lot size. All right. So I just dropped a lot of free game. All right. A lot of people don't be talking about that stuff. So I'm gonna say it one more time. You need to base your stop loss off of where if price hits this level or breaks past this level, I am most likely wrong. All right. You don't base it off of, okay, so I want to risk $50. So once I'm negative 50, I close the trade. No, that's not what you do. You want to enter off of key price levels. And you want to put your stop loss based on key price levels. And your TPs need to be based off key price levels as well. Okay. So if y'all ain't get that or y'all want to hear that again, go ahead and rewind. But that's what you need to do with trading. Okay. That's what you need to do with trading. And of course, the members, y'all should know that unless you're a new member. Shout out to the new members because I know there's some people that joined this week and last week. So shout out to the new members. But we're going to make sure y'all are set as well. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that all y'all are set as well. Some of y'all are already messaging. Y'all messaging me personally. But those that are new members, if you have any questions, we do have the group chat. Or, of course, you can personal message me on Instagram or Telegram as well. Let me let the members know. GJ hit the middle of the zone. Back. So we're gonna hop off of this in a little bit. We're gonna hop off this in a little bit. All right. Yeah, so put this back to normal. So like I said, if you're interested in joining the Advanced Play Signal Room, where you can trade with us during all sessions, including Tokyo session. Tokyo session is exclusively, strictly for the members. But if you want to also get notified all the trades I enter, because like I said, on the lives I'll break down stuff, but there's trades strictly are going to be for members. All right. So in yesterday's live, I broke down NAS as well as SPX, but NAS was strictly for the members. SPX was a free play. Just now, me and the members are in GJ. We're deep in profit on GJ, but only post the EJ in the free Telegram. And then also, there's a lot of other stuff that's in the advanced play sitting room. I post most of the details, most if not all the details. I'm scrolling too far. It's right here. So if you just scroll literally past this disclaimer here and past this YouTube live link right here, this is most of what's in the advanced play sooner room. So you're going to be updated on the trades we're currently in. So when we hit key price levels, I let the members know basically, hey, you need to either move SL in profit or close because we just hit a key price level. Then you'll also see my chart analysis every day before New York. I drop a New York price watch list and an update of the trades we're currently in, go into key price levels where I personally exit or look to enter trades. And of course, we have exclusive New York session lives and Tokyo session lives where we will trade live, break down some stuff live, and also, of course, drop some drop some gems that we don't drop on the free lives on YouTube. All right. Then there's also a student and member group chat. And then I feel like I'm missing something. But that's most, if not all, that's in it. And then, of course, exclusive trades during Tokyo session. And then y'all get all the trades that I enter, not just a couple trades, like in the free Telegram. But new candlestick just started. New 15 just started. Everything is currently on sale, by the way. So click that second and third link. Also, if you want to learn how to trade on your own and you don't want to, rely on me or strictly on signals all the time, I also teach an advanced play signal room, but I also have the one-on-one mentorship. Where one-on-one mentorship, you get access to the advanced play signal room and student member group chat, as well as you get 2 sessions a week that are hour long, that are recorded and sent to you the same day. So those recordings and those sessions are yours to keep for life. All right. And then also, of course, we have the playbook course that doesn't just go over my trading strategy, but it goes over my buy, sell limit strategy. It goes over indicators. It teaches you how to, of course, read the charts, read the candlesticks, and my Forex strategy. But literally the strategy I use isn't just for Forex. It's literally how to read the charts. All right. So I trade based off reading the charts. And once you know how to read the charts, you can do a lot of things because this works on crypto. This works on option stocks. It works on literally any time frame. So once you literally master this skill or understand this skill, you can literally do a lot of different things with this skill. It's not just strictly Forex, obviously, because we caught a huge buy on SPX yesterday. That's not Forex. And of course, we've been catching nice buys and sells on gold, mainly buys. I feel like I just messed this up. Let's delete that because I don't think we enter that anyways. But we've been catching nice moves on gold literally all year. And then obviously works on currency pairs. We've been catching buys on EA literally all week. Then we also caught a huge CJ buy that was called on yesterday's live. And then obviously we're blue on EJ. We just hit another TP. So let me go ahead and let y'all know in the free Telegram, we just hit another TP. TP5 hit. TP5 hit. Cool. Yeah, so make sure hit that like button and subscribe. If you're interested in that, links are in the description. The links are also on my Instagram. Again, giveaway, 500 subscriber giveaways coming soon. It's going to be 5 winners. If you're interested in that, the details are in the free Telegram. But you simply just have to be subbed to the channel and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which you see at the bottom of y'all screens. All right. Once you're subscribed and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, send me screenshots of all 3 on Instagram, and you'll be added to the list. We're giving out courses. We're giving out access to the Advanced Play Signal Room, free one-on-one sessions, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, you know what to do. But nonetheless, make sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok as well. And you have any questions, it doesn't have to be about the giveaway. It can be about the trades today. It can be about trading in general. Or if you just, want to hit me up, you can contact me on Instagram. I respond to all messages. I'm about to respond to some right now, actually, once I get off. But I respond to all messages within the day, the latest. You catch me at a good time, it can be within 5 minutes or an hour, but I respond to all messages. My bad. I can't text and talk, but y'all should know that by now. So give me 1 second. Okay, bam. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm about to hop off, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this extended stream. Hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all was able to catch some pips with us. And we're going to be back at it tomorrow, same time, London session 3 a.m. EST. But before we hop off, I'm going to catch up to these comments. Like I said, I was going to. Hi, Alvin. Nice to meet you too. I will do all the other following. All right. TikTok's banned. Oh, okay. They're trying to do that in this country too. That's fine. So just message me, and let me know. Just say your name and say that you're the one that was in the live talking about TikTok's banned, and I'll remember you. I remember most people that be talking in the streams, so I remember. Especially if you messaged me today. So just hit me up on Instagram. Show me screenshots of the following, and then just let me know you're the one in the live that was saying TikTok's banned. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take your word for it because, again, they're trying to ban it in this country too. So I'm not shocked if it's banned in some other countries already. But that's fine. Yeah. And if anyone else has that issue too, just let me know. But yeah, I'm going to see y'all on tomorrow's stream.